Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Disunited. So the real platform of unity is to recognize Krishna. So everyone can chant Hare Krishna. This way we will be united. This is the only way to unite everyone on the spiritual platform. Of course, everyone will say that. Some people will say everyone should become a Muslim. Some people will say everyone should become a Christian. The basic principle is that everyone should recognize God and be subservient to Him. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches who is God actually. We should, as Srila Prabhupada used to say, it is not enough to say that God is great. That's good. That's the beginning. People who are not godly, they like to think, I am great. Or they think some mundane person is great. This Tendulkar, Sachin Tendulkar, he is great. Indian people, they praise Sachin Tendulkar more than they praise Krishna. Isn't it? They have Ganesh Puja once a year, but Sachin ki puja every day going on. Now I think he must retire soon, is it? He's getting old. So like this, actually if you, just like now, we've organized a program for praising Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How many people have come? Maybe 150, something like that. If Sachin Tendulkar came, then lakhs and lakhs would come, is it not? If the Shah Rukh Khan came, so many people would come. That means that actually, although everyone goes to the church or the temple or the mosque, but actually they have more respect for someone who gives them sense gratification. So everyone will say God is great, but practically they think that some cricket player is great, some movie star is great. So Srila Prabhupada would always say, it is not enough to say that God is great. That is good to say that. But we should know how God is great. We should know, as is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavat Tattva Vijnanam. Please everyone don't talk. Jara sa abhi baat mat bale. अगर आपको अंग्रेजी नहीं आते तो जरा सा बाहर जाकर प्रसाद लीजिए, लेकिन यहाँ पर डिस्टर्ब मत करो. Some people would like to hear the lecture. If you don't want to hear, you can kindly go outside. So we should learn the science of understanding God. The children, you see, they have so many books for studying science. So, what is science? Science means to understand how this world is working. But then, if we are to understand who is making it working, there should be some science also. That science is a spiritual science, and that is given in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So we should understand what is the meaning when we say God or Bhagavan. What is the meaning of this? So the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they want to teach everyone the science of God. Because practically speaking, although people say that we believe in God, practically everyone is materialistic. And that is, we can understand that we know that if some movie star comes, so many people will come. That people, they may go to the church, the mosque, but they spend more time for making money. In their spare time, they like to watch movies. So where is their interest? People, even if they worship God, they do so with the idea that God will bless me so I can have a happy life. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches us that we should act in such a way to make God happy. Now, He is always happy by His nature. But what is that happiness? The happiness of Bhagavan is the happiness of enjoying loving relationships with His devotees. Please, if you like to speak, please kindly go outside. And आप अगर बात कहेंगे, जरा सा बाहर जाए. Don't speak. They're going on and on. Anyway, what can I do? It's not a popular subject. We should chant Hare Krishna, but we should also try to hear and understand this subject. If you don't like to understand, then please at least don't disturb others. So, what is the happiness that God enjoys? That is the happiness of love. So love means some exchange. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Patrang pushpang phalang toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadahang bhakti upahritam ashnami prayatatmanaha. Krishna says, if you offer me with love, leaf, flower, fruit or water, I will accept it. So why is He begging from us these things? Everyone is going to God and begging, give me money, give me a better job, give me a visa for Kuwait, let my legal problems be solved, let my health problems be solved. But we find in Bhagavad Gita that Krishna, He establishes Himself as the source of everything. That is the meaning of God. He is the source of everything, comes from Him. But He asks, if one gives me a leaf, flower, fruit or water, with love I will accept it. Then why is He asking? Why should He ask? He can make millions of gardens. He does make millions of gardens with beautiful flowers. Then why is He asking for a flower? He's making all the water that exists is created by Him. Then why is He asking for water? Why should He ask for anything? The point is that He is asking, give with love. Krishna wants our love. That is His kindness. He doesn't need anything from us. He doesn't even need our love. He has so many loving devotees. But Krishna becomes happy when we become happy. And we cannot be happy without loving Him. So He is already fully happy, but He becomes more happy when he sees that the souls in this world who are suffering, we are all suffering. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jarthare shayanam. We are all suffering in this material world, and Krishna wants that we shall be happy. Therefore he comes and he speaks Bhagavad Gita and says, you offer me with love, a leaf, a fruit, flower or water, and I will accept it. Krishna wants our love. He becomes happy when we offer something to him. We cannot give him anything because everything belongs to him anyway. But just like a child, if the father or mother gives some nice food to the child is eating and thinking, oh, this is very nice. And the child says, hey Papa, you take some also. Papa just gave it to you. But the child is thinking it's very nice, and because the child has some affection for the father, so the child says, you take also. So the father becomes very pleased that my child wants to share this with me because he's feeling happiness from that, and he wants me also to be happy. That's all the father wants. The father and mother, they're working hard, looking after the children, taking so much trouble. Simply they want that the children will reciprocate in affection. So Krishna is like that also. Krishna, he wants our affection. He wants that we will be happy. When we are happy, he is happy. And the devotees, when Krishna is happy, they're happy. Krishna is always happy. But they want to have a personal relationship with him. Now we may think that, well, if we are happy, then Krishna is happy. So let me be happy, let me enjoy myself. But that's that kind of happiness. Indriya sukh. That kind of happiness by which we enjoy our senses. That is quite opposite to bhakti. Bhakti means to act in a way that Krishna will be pleased. Atendriya priti vancha tare bale kam, Krishnendriya priti ichha dhare premana. This is the secret of bhakti. That as long as we are acting in a way in which we think, I will be happy. Let me get more food, let me get more money, let me get more and more, big house, big bank balance. As long as we are thinking like that, that is called kama or material desire. And actually no one is happy by thinking like that. Maybe there's a little sense of satisfaction, now I have so much money in my bank balance, but not actual happiness. And with that comes so much frustration and anxiety. Krishna Prem is a different kind of happiness. That happiness comes that when we simply think, let me act in such a way that Krishna will be pleased. When we act in such a manner, then we actually become happy. This is the secret of happiness. Everyone wants to be happy. There's no need to ask who wants to be happy. It's obvious. Everyone wants to be happy. Not even only the human beings. The animals, even the little worm, they also want to be happy. Every living being in this world, even the little flies, even the mosquitoes, whatever they do is only to be happy. But as long as we're trying to be happy on the platform of let me enjoy my senses, we can never be happy. So just this little secret, that if we just act for the pleasure of Krishna, those children can be taken a little distance away, then they won't disturb. if we just act on the platform of let me do what is pleasing for Krishna, then we will find that automatically we become happy. People generally, they can't understand this. They think, if I want to be happy, I should get things for myself. But if we think, let us be happy by pleasing Krishna, then we will find that we actually become happy. Just like we may think, I like to eat nice food. Generally, everyone likes to eat nice food. But if we have a very nice meal and we just eat it by ourselves, we may feel some pleasure. But if we eat it with others, with our family members, then it's more pleasing. But if we offer to Krishna, if we think, what does Krishna like to eat? And offer to Him, and then share with others, then we'll find it's so much more pleasurable for ourselves, because Krishna is the central object of love. So when we're cooking, instead of thinking how I will like to eat, if we think what does Krishna like to eat, and cook that for Him and offer that to Him with love, then Krishna becomes very happy with our love, and we become very happy also. So this is the secret. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to distribute this secret. The essence of bhakti is that we shall serve Krishna with love, and the essence of bhakti is expressed in the Hare Krishna mantra. This Hare Krishna mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This means, O Krishna, O energy of Krishna, Radha, please engage me in your service. So when we're chanting Hare Krishna, our mood should be, Krishna, Radha, Krishna, please engage me in your service. Even in kirtan, if we think, let me do kirtan, I will be happy by doing kirtan, then actually we won't be blessed with the actual happiness of bhakti. Because as long as we're thinking, let me enjoy, we shall never enjoy. Because we are meant for the pleasure of Krishna. So if we simply think how Krishna will be happy, then automatically we become happy. This is the secret. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches this. We can learn this little secret and change our consciousness to Krishna consciousness. Krishnarte akhila cheshta. Everything should be done for the satisfaction of Krishna. So even in family life, we have to work, we have to earn money for the family. But then if we make the family life centered on Krishna, that everything we do is simply for Krishna's pleasure, then even the family life, which is generally it's conducted how we shall be happy as one unit, that becomes converted to Krishna consciousness, and everything becomes very happy. So I won't speak much longer, because many of you have to go some distance, I believe, is it? Yeah. So thank you very much for coming here to hear about Krishna, to join in this festival. It's very good, because in the modern age, people, they generally don't want to take any trouble unless there's some sense enjoyment. Well, there's also enjoyment here, but this is a different kind of enjoyment. This is Krishna-based enjoyment. So that is very pure. So maybe I'll take, if anyone has any question, I can take one or two questions, and then we'll finish this program. So you can ask in English or Hindi, please ask. अगर किसी का सवाल है, प्रश्न है, तो पूछिए. You can ask in English or Hindi. प्रश्न इसका मतलब कृष्ण भक्ति के बारे में। अगर किसी का प्रश्न नहीं है तो हरे कृष्ण बोलो, सुखी रहो, प्रसाद लेके जाइए। एक नियम है इस प्रोग्राम में कि प्रसाद के बिना कोई नहीं जाएंगे। एक सख्त नियम है, सबका प्रसाद लेना है, प्रसाद लेके जाए। इसका बोलने का जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन अगर कोई ऐसे सोचते मुझे जल्दी जाना है तो प्रसाद लेके जाए।
Regarding love, we know that all this love should be for the Lord. But as we know that in this Kali Yuga, all thing is contaminated. So our love is also contaminated. So how we can offer a contaminated thing to the Lord?
Don't offer anything contaminated to Krishna. Kali Yuga is contaminated, but bhakti takes us above the contamination of Kali Yuga. Our consciousness is contaminated. That requires to be purified. We cannot offer, just like in puja, we cannot offer anything contaminated. If we prepare some offering, we cook something for the Lord, and somehow some child comes and eats it before it's offered, we cannot offer. That is contaminated. Or if some bird comes and passes some stool on it, we cannot offer it. So in the same way, we cannot offer our contaminated consciousness to Krishna. But we can purify, our consciousness becomes purified by the act of bhakti, by the acts of bhakti. So the consciousness, let me act in service to Krishna. That is pure consciousness. Now our consciousness may remain mixed with Kam, Krodh, Lobh and all these things, all these bad qualities. Therefore, we do not directly go to Krishna. We offer everything through the medium of the Guru Parampara. And the pure devotees in Guru Parampara, they take the good part and offer that to Krishna and help us to purify the bad part. So that is by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and all the great acharyas that we can even approach Krishna. Otherwise we're not intrinsically as spirit soul, we are qualified to approach Krishna. But with our present state of contaminated consciousness, we are not. Therefore, we have to approach Krishna via the pure devotees. Any other question?
I had a question, but it's more personal question.
Then you may want to ask later, is it? If it's personal. If it's... Mike Seba.
Chapter 1, chapter 16, sloka number 1, that Dana is written there, and Prabhupada explains that Dana means this charity means that you will be expending other things.
Why don't you speak in the mic? Alright, so Srila Prabhupada says one should give 50% of one's income. Is it compulsory? That's the ideal, to give 50% of the income. Anyway, we're not forcing anyone. But if you... Actually, 100% of the income should go. But 100% should go. That means in family life, you maintain your family for the sake of serving Krishna. But you can also give, just like these programs require some financing. So you can give something like this. We shouldn't think I'm working and let me enjoy it all myself. But that the idea should be that everything I do is meant for the service of Krishna. So I'm spending for the family, so they should also be devotees of Krishna. Otherwise, what's the use of maintaining? If it's only for eating and sleeping. So we should try to make the family members Krishna conscious also. And we can save a lot of money being devotees. We don't wear, like you'll find so many women have, 70 saris. Not required. If you're in Krishna consciousness, why unnecessary expenses? We don't watch movies, all these things. Certainly there's no question of drinking wine, cigarettes. Meat is expensive. Maybe it's cheap here, I don't know. Anyway, we don't indulge in sense gratification. So money is saved. You can spend it for Krishna's service. No one is demanding. We don't come and look at your paycheck and say, okay, give this. We don't demand, but that should come from yourself also.
If this is the motto, there will be no question of any shortage of funds because it's at any point in time, anywhere in the world.
There should be no short. Actually, there is no shortage of money. Krishna consciousness is not spread by money. Some religions are spreading like that. But that doesn't change people's heart. Actually it does, because the things they preach are very bad. Some people are converting others by money, and then they make people... Actually, if they're coming to religion, their heart should fill with more love. But these people are converting, the main thing seems to be to hate others. So this is not good at all. How can anyone be converted just by money? It means it's not a religious change. But Krishna consciousness is spread by Krishna consciousness. Bhaktya sanjataya bhaktya. So money is required for organizing programs like this, for printing books, and so many things. So that can be used for spreading Krishna consciousness. But ultimately Krishna consciousness doesn't depend on... We shouldn't think that we need money to spread Krishna consciousness. We build temples also. We ask people to donate. But that's giving people an opportunity to do some service. Otherwise a temple is not required for spreading Krishna consciousness. Yeah, anything else? All right, then we'll finish. So thank you very much again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.